Hi, welcome to my podcast, The Happy Hacker with Ambition. Today is Saturday. Can you hear that? Lovely singing, birds singing. It's just great. Sorry, lots of rustling because I'm trying to put my microphone on and I haven't got riding trousers on today. I've just got a pair of jeans because we are moving the ponies. It is so exciting because that kind of means that we think spring, summer is on its way. What has happened there? Well, who's done that? Okay, interesting way of doing it. Not the way I would have done it. Can't actually get into the field. No. Oh, God. I thought it was. I'm just trying to undo the padlock, which hasn't been undone because. There we go. I did know the right number. I think that must have been how Dean put it back together. So it was actually padlocked. Because what I had been doing was keeping it padlocked. And then tweaking it over the fence. So actually that's going to be a bit... Sorry, this makes for a great podcast, doesn't it? Anyway, welcome to my podcast, The Happy Hacker with Ambition. As I said, today is Saturday. It is moving day. It is bleeding exciting. I'm just going to go and feed the girls. That's Indy yelling at me because obviously they haven't had the head down grazing as well. They have. They've been grazing. Laura's checked hers and done hers already. It's a little bit later. I wanted to make sure that I'd done all the chores at home and done my mum and stuff like that, so I could concentrate all day on it. The stable block has already been moved. We did that yesterday. I moved some of the matting yesterday, and gosh, we were lucky this year. It wasn't quite as muddy as last year. Hello, happy pony. Just feed me, feed me. Feed you, feed you. There you go, babes. Here we go. Hey, Ikey. There we go. TT, come over here, babes. There you go. Morning, Hector. I haven't got anything for you, Pixie. I'll just go and check it out because it's... I've got some money. I was going to buy a banana when I went to the shop, but to get my mum's papers for her. But they didn't have any. Well, they did, but I like bananas to be a bit green rather than overripe. I know lots of people prefer them overripe, but I don't like that. Pixie's giving me a look because I normally give her a couple of pony treats as breakfast, and I've just walked straight past her. So I'm actually going back to my car to see if I can get... Can you hear that bird singing? That sounds like blackbird. I mean, a robin. But I don't know. So I'm just going to go and check in my car. My car is clean. I took it through the car wash. So somewhere in here there should be a little tub with food in it, but I don't know what I've done with all that to go the other way. Oh, I don't know, it might be with blueberry. I should get in the front and see if I can. Otherwise I think Pixie's going to hate me. Yeah, Pixie's giving me the evil eye. Not that Pixie has an evil eye because she's so sweet. Yeah, I've got some. No, it's empty. Oops. Well, what I'm going to have to do is give her a couple of peppermints instead. I wonder if she's going to... You've got to stay in the car for the minute, Blueberry. Because I need to move everything. So stay in the car. Stay in the car. It's a gorgeous day. We've had that beautiful heat, which is why I think Dean has, well, it's been decided to move because, well, it's the time of year we generally move, and obviously the grass has to recover where we are because these are our hay fields, as I've said time and time again. So, yeah, so today's moving day. Oh, here's having a chat to Sally. That's so sweet. Pixie's not going to be impressed with this. Sweetie, I haven't got many treats for you, so I've just got some peppermints. So this is going to have to be breakfast. Don't touch that because that is on. Okay. Oh, you want one now, do you? You just had breakfast. Don't give me the evil eye. There you go. Right. So they've all had their breakfast now. They're all looking at me now. No, that was because I hadn't got any breakfast for Pixie. Pixie will be going back with Laura's crew, so that Lucy can ride Pixie as well in the spring and summer. So that way it makes it a bit easier. Now I had the dentist, Carrie Massingham, out to do Tia. So I also had Wood Farm vets out to sedate her because Carrie likes to be able to do Tia's teeth because she's so much older and everything. She needs to be able to have them done once a year. Carrie had decided that she wanted me to have them done more frequently than once a year, but after, I'm not keen because she has to be sedated. And I think when you're 28 and you're sedated, I think that could be a little bit too much for you. Now I'm trying to think what I need to do now. I've got my rubber mats I need to lift, and I moved some of them yesterday in the wheelbarrow down the track. And I'm thinking that what I could do is I need to pump up the tyre for the trailer again because I still haven't been able to get that repaired. So what I'm actually going to do is Laura will be looking for that. Donnie's head collar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive the car back in here, pump the tyre up, take the hay out of the trailer that I've got here. And, well, actually it could go on the top. I'll just take Donnie's head collar off. And then I'm going to put the mats on top so that we have, I don't think I actually need those, so I might give those back to Dean. So I've got some pallets as well here that I had been storing the hay on. But I actually think that that is the way to go because then I can pull the rubber matting up onto that, put the matting in. Got one tiny little issue that we didn't notice when we did it. There was a tree branch and it's got wedged under the stable obviously in Indy's. It had to be Indy's, couldn't be in the girls where it wouldn't really matter, but it's in Indy's one. And the idea is that we won't be putting Indy in. She will be able to stay out, and as soon as I move her, she's back on the muzzle because we've got so much grass. Gosh, I washed my hair and it looks horrible. So what I'm just going to do is, I don't think the radio's on. Is it? Radio 4 blaring at you. There we go. And I'm just going to, gosh, I think we need to open the windows, bloobs, don't you? Yeah, so Tia had her teeth done. Lovely vet yet again came to us. She's so lovely. Really do like to stay with me. Tia had to have 2 doses of sedation, and that's why, as Laura and I had a big long discussion, that I actually feel that at 28 I only want her teeth done once a year. She's the only one of my horses not to have lost any weight during the winter, so she's not doing bad with her teeth. They keep saying to me all about this is wrong and that is wrong, but they've been wrong for a long time, and she's always had the dentist, whether it be the vet doing it or whether it be Carrie doing it. So I'm doing my duty of care towards her, but I also think I have a duty of care for doing too much and interfering too much. So I don't want to do that. Right, and now I need to know what I've done with the problem. Oh, those are those. I bought some shower gel. Yeah, I know, hate me for using shower gel, but and I couldn't find what I'd done with it. And right, I'm just going to get the grazing muzzles out because Pixie and Indy will need those. I'm just going to check that it's not done. Is it in the footwell with you, Sweet Pea? I think it might be. I can't remember because I threw a load of stuff in the back. I've got all Pixie's rugs. I took them home with me last night. I was meant to take them. I don't want you getting out. No, you've got to stay until we move. You've got to stay in the car until we move. Right, stay there. Stay. I was meant to take them up to Laura's tack. Oh, here it is. To Laura's tack shed. And completely forgot. Just drove home with them all in my car. So my car has had Pixie's rugs in all night. I didn't know if Laura wanted to keep a rain sheet down. I mean, the problem is that the weather forecast for next week is awful. Really bad. I mean, really bad. Don't like the sound of it at all. But we're going to have to, you know, just get on with it. It's like 10 or 12 degrees colder than it was this week, which is just ridiculous. I mean, it's been lovely having such a... Note to self, don't try and pump her up with your gloves on. I've got the gloves on because I've had my nails done recently. Oh, I'm trying to... I don't know what I'm doing. There we go, sorry. As I said, great podcast sound, isn't it, when you can't do that. Right, I'm just going to go and shut the gate up here because they have got the electric fencing on, but I don't want the gate wide open just in case they decide to burst through. So how it will go, how the day will pan out today is that I will move these mats down there and get them in. Laura and Lucy will come down. I'll then fill up the water bowser because during the summer I use the little water bowser and Laura has the big one, which is fabulous because that means that you get, you know, I have all the water I need and she has all the water, so it's great. Then we take the fencing. We're going to move the girls into, so the people that are, the ponies that are set aside, like Indy and Pixie, we'll put grazing muzzles on, we'll put them in the school. We'll put Spike in the other school, in the show jumping paddock, and then we will take the fencing down from theirs, build their fences up, and then move them. I'm just going to put that through there, Blueberry. Hopefully that's enough room. Oh, it is. Reuse the fencing that we've got for everybody. And then, sorry Blueberry, you're looking most uncomfortable with that. I am. I don't like it. So I'm just going to turn that on. I haven't been able to get this wheel off. I tried the other week on my mini trailer. So I've definitely got puncture. Oh, that's not working now. Should be working. I wonder what I've done wrong. I hope it hasn't blown that again. I had to have the fuse replaced and I think it's done it again. Has it? Oh no. There we go. The noise of the pump going. So yeah, so we'll move the ponies in there so we can then take the fencing down, erect the fencing in the new fields, And then what we basically do is we generally run my lot through first. We let Tia go on her own, and I lead Eek through the fields, and I take Indy, and then I can let Eek go, and I put Indy in her. Eek, that is Indy coughing. Indy has not coughed at all until she sees me, and then she starts coughing. And as I said, I've had the vet out to her already, and there's absolutely naff all wrong with her. So, you know, it makes it really upsetting. Put a little bit more air in. We're coming up to the right. That probably won't be the last time we have to pump that up today. Right, that's that. Just put that on the front of the car. Just going to turn the engine off. Take that out of the car. So it's all these things you have to do before you can get anything done, isn't it? And it just adds to all your time on it. But anyway, it is exciting. So yeah, so Tia, I'm quite pleased with Tia, with her teeth. As I said, they kept saying to me, well, you know, about it, but I have to have the welfare of my horse at heart, and I think sedating her twice a year, and it's quite a lot of sedation, enough for a horse. I just think let's not be silly about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this out of the way. So this is the cover for the hay. I'm just going to pull this out of the way. I'm going to turn the trailer around because it's a little trailer, so it's really flipping difficult to reverse. It's even more difficult than the Bowser, which I find I can reverse, but I cannot reverse this flipping trailer. Laura was laughing at me yesterday because I took something up to the burn pile. So what I'm now doing is I'm backing it closer to where the mats are. There we go. Drop that down. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm now going to try and pick up the matting, put it onto the trailer, hook the trailer. I'll turn my car around next, hook my car onto the trailer, put the mats on top of the trailer, otherwise it'll be too heavy to pick up. Take them down, unload them, then scrape up. There's a little bit of bedding that's left here. Obviously if there's bedding, wood shavings as we use it, the hay won't grow, the grass won't grow underneath. Dean actually, when he said to me, he went, "It's not bad, Steph." I was like, gosh, I thought it looked really untidy. So, but actually it doesn't look bad because we didn't have the rain we had last year. It has made a massive difference because we did get some, there was some mud. I think I've moaned about it as well in previous podcasts, but nothing. I mean, our mud is nothing compared to what people get. And, you know, it is all down to, you know, I think it would be, it's because the horses come in, the traffic that they come in all the time. So I'm really looking forward to us moving. As I said, Laura will be down in a little while. But with Laura, there's less to move because obviously with me, it's my whole stable block that gets moved and all the infrastructure that goes around that. With Laura, the horses just get moved down. It's fine because her stables stay in her stable field, which is near the house, so it is fine. But mine is a movable one, and obviously it's moved up here for the winter for me and the girls, so it's fine. And then we move it back in the summer. It's a backup, so if Indy needs to come in during the summer, she will. The plan is to I've realised that her grazing muzzle was like a little bit too low. I thought it was the right distance, but it has she's worn her teeth slightly because she keeps pressing at it, so I've changed that. I've put new leather straps on the grazing muzzle for her this year, Everything is bound so it doesn't rub her, and she will be out on that 24/7. If she eats the grass down a lot, she can have the muzzle off during the day and on at night, because there's less chance of one of us noticing the muzzle's not on. We're hoping that the reason that she was so bad, I mean, her feet are looking awesome at the moment. I'm really chuffed with them. Jesse is still away in America. I think he's due next week after. I thought it's next week, next Tuesday, which is why I said no to working, but actually I could be wrong. I'm planning on taking her, little patchy pony with a lot of attitude, planning on taking her show jump schooling on Saturday at Forest Edge Arena. So it will be lots of rescue remedy for me and some calming cookies for her. It's going to be Laura, me and Lucy going, so it's going to be really good fun. And then on the Sunday it is 40 centimetres upwards. I think it is 40 centimetres upwards, so I think it's clear round at 40, then show jumping. So Laura's going to do 40-50, I'm going to do 40. If I feel like I'm going okay, I will do 50 as well, because I want to get back out, and that little pony can jump 50 easily. Measured the jump, and because we haven't measured it before, I actually measured the jump, and the jump that we've been jumping is 45 centimetres. So that's the one that I keep going, yeah, that's easy, so that's fine. So I'm feeling a lot more confident. I haven't had much riding with Indy this week because of everything else we've had to do. I worked 2 days this week. I had a massive meeting with my mum and social services. Then I had a meeting with my sisters on the phone, on Zoom, and it's just been, life's got in the way. And we were talking about riding last night, but then we started moving everything. And so by the time, I wanted to get as much done as possible before we went. So I am the Happy Hacker. I will update you with everything. Happy Hacker with Ambition, that's me. Like, share, comment. Please subscribe to your podcast provider, whomever that may be. I will keep you posted. Let's hope the weather forecast for next week is wrong. I really hope it is wrong, because they're even saying snow. I don't want snow. Oh, listen to those birds, isn't that gorgeous? Blue sky, beautiful ponies, no coats. Yeah, it looks good. So Happy Hacker with Ambition. Like, share, comment, let me know what you're doing, whether you're getting your ponies ready for spring. How's it going? The spring grass looks really good. And I will speak to you all next week. Hi, welcome to my podcast for Happy Hacker with Ambition. Today is Wednesday and I have a squeaky voice. Normally that means I've got asthma, but I just think I've got a bit of a cold. Obviously not tested positive for the dreaded Rona, COVID, as everybody calls it. Haven't tested positive for that, so I'm fine, but nobody wants you in the office when you've got a bit of a cold anymore. So what I've done is I had to lose a day's work yesterday, and if I can't shift this, I may have to lose 2 more days work this week, which would be sad. But I'm outside, I've got Ken coming. I'm obviously going to put a mask on. We're outside, but I will do that for him. Really looking forward to having Ken here and see what he thinks of my girls. And he's doing ballet as well, so probably start off with ballet so Laura can get on with whatever else she's got to do, because Laura's always got like 100 things to do in the morning. I've done my mum. Yeah, see, this is the issue. There's nobody else to do my mum apart from me. So even if I did have the dreaded coronavirus, I wouldn't have to still go masked up and do my mum. So I've just tried to do it so that I'm not interacting with her. I only touch the stuff that I have to touch and leave it as that. But, it's not practical. I can't not do stuff. So and same with Michael. So there you go. So what have I done this week? We've moved the girls. The girls have now been moved to their summer grazing. I'm now on this field that I'm in at the moment. This is my favourite field. It's just so peaceful and beautiful, and it's gorgeous. We've had lovely weather until today. Today is noticeably colder. As you can imagine, I'm still poo picking. So I'm poo picking at the moment whilst I wait for Ken. I fed the girls. Indy is in love with Donnie and has come into season. Oh joy! So that just means she's just going to be a grumpy mare. I have ridden her a couple of times recently. Once we moved, rode her the other day. Really shouldn't have done that because I went home and felt absolutely terrible after I'd ridden. But I still, you know, horses need exercising. And then I just sat thinking, actually, I don't think I can move now. I feel so awful. So I went back to bed. But I did ride her and I was really, really, really pleased with her. She seems to have chilled out. I am obviously cut everybody's food right back. So basically all everybody's getting is their supplements mixed up as their breakfast. I took the girls' rugs off 2 weeks ago and we were still getting frosts, but they were out 24/7 and the grass, it is growing, and I knew they were coming down here, and I don't want anybody to get laminitis. I just don't want laminitis. So I thought, well, they can lose the extra pounds by I've just realised I haven't wormed them. Bottoms, I need to worm them. They can use the extra pounds out whilst they're out. So the plan is for this week is to do, gosh, I'm going to take Indy jumping at Forest Edge. So we're going on Saturday. That's Lucy, Laura and I, with Laura's dad, who is always really supportive and absolutely lovely to me. But really, he's really good with Lucy. So what we will do is we will put the jumps to Lucy height. We've hired it for an hour, 10 till 11, which kind of fits in with 11 o'clock would have been better for us, but somebody'd already hired it for that time. So 10 till 11, we are going to go out and we're going to do a bit of show jumping. That's all three of us. So I'm going to take, gosh, it'll be one of the first trips out for my trailer since, I don't know when last time I took my little trailer out. Oh, I had Eek in it, didn't I? Yeah. So I will do that. I know Dean will have serviced it. He always services, and because we're lucky because they're all they're in the barn, so they're nice and safe. So we will be doing that. We will go in convoy to Forest Edge, then we will tack up, and then Laura and I will then sort the jumps out for little Lucy, and then Laura and I are going to have a practice around the course. I'm going to do, on the Sunday, I am going to do the 40 centimetre clear round class only. That's class 1. If I feel great, I might get cheeky and enter class 2 as well, but I think let's go with no expectations and just go for the clear round. Laura's going to do with Valley, which will be her first show, 40 centimetre clear round, and the first class, which is 50. And I'm really looking forward to filming that and getting that out there, because that little pony is doing so well. Even Laura has decided to do some dressage with her, which is flipping brilliant, because that trot now, she's beginning to not run in the trot and has slowed it down, and it's just looking pretty. Hello, you've been nice. It's not like you. No, just use me as a battering ram. Don't rub me. No, because I end up with bruises and everybody thinks I'm being beaten at home. Yeah. You've got Pixie to do that if you didn't bite her all the time. So Pixie has stayed with me at the moment, which I'm overjoyed about. So she's in with Indie Pony. And poor old Pixie does get picked on quite a bit, but she gives as good as she gets. She might be little, but she does give as good as she gets. It's really good. So that is the plan, but obviously it's all dependent on me still doing a negative test all the time. And as I said, I should, have you just rolled? Yeah, I should be working Wednesday, Thursday. My sister is going to look after my mum for the day. Though she's at work, she will be working from home at my mum's. So I think that takes some pressure off me, having to get back, walk out the doors at 6 o'clock as soon as possible to get back to mum. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm trying to work out what Laura's shifts are. If I just concentrate, I will think about it and I will tell you, but I think she's working Thursday night. I think she is, because I think that's why we couldn't go on the Friday. But I think it's great that we can all three go together, and we were talking about it, and I said to her, I said, so really what we need to do now is save up and get a lorry that we can put all three in, because Lucy's going to want to compete, as do we, most weekends, and if we can just take one vehicle, it will cut down the cost. I know we'd have to have the cost of the lorry, and then we worked out we'd have to get a 7.5 tonne. We'd have to take a test to show we can drive it. So it's going to cost a bit, but I don't think it's a stupid plan to have, or because then I could then go down to a smaller car. But we'll see, because there's no point buying an older vehicle if it's not fuel efficient. So, we'd have to go for something a lot newer. I'm damn sure Dean could convert something for us, but I don't think he's got the time. He's very busy. But it's worth thinking about. So we can dream. I think a lot of people think about it. I know in lots of ways, sometimes it's just nice to have a bit of day living, so you can get changed, rather than just getting changed in the back of the trailer. And I don't think my car is big enough to tow with 3 horses in something like an Equitrek. They're just as expensive, aren't they, these big Equitreks? So I think we can dream, but at the moment we've got 2 trailers and we're fine. So that's what we will be doing. So I'm just finishing up poo picking my field at the moment. The weather has definitely changed. I've got a jacket on, which I haven't had on for the last couple of days, and I've got my winter running top on. Oh yeah, I've started running. Yay! Can't believe that. With Blueberry. It's quite interesting to see. My warm-up is Blueberry's sniff practice. So the whole idea for a dog going out for a walk is to have a good sniff and read everything that all the other doggies have left. So I always let her do that on a really long, I've got a long line, it's one of the horses ones, and we go along on that, and gosh, there's a lot of andums going on here, aren't there? Anyway, so we do that, and then we get onto some grass footpaths which I run on, and Blueberry's allowed off the lead there, and so she catches me up and overtakes me, and then we do the last bit on the track. And again, she's quite a good pace setter by this time because she's a little bit tired and I can keep up with her, so it's working quite well. I've lost some more weight, so I'm really pleased, getting a bit fitter. I have joined Laura's boogie bounce that she's been doing now for, gosh, 4 months, 5 months, I think, to get fit, and it's definitely, so I will start that. That should be delivered this week, in fact today, so I will start using that. I think my ponies, so I've done the field that Indy and Pixie are in, which is a big turnout field, so they are in muzzles now 24/7. Spike, Laura's cob, he is in a muzzle most of the day, and when she is poo picking she takes it off. I've sorted it out. I had the muzzle a little bit too loose, so Indy was wearing her teeth, so it's really important that you look at how your horse's teeth are with the muzzles on, because I hadn't noticed it, so that's my own fault. Iki has had a few days off. Depending on what Ken says today, I will ride one or both of them, I think. I think Indy's moving amazingly, and when I moved the ponies, I did it on Insta Live actually. When I moved them, I had Laura took Indy, I think, and I took Eek, and we let Tia run. Yeah, she took Indy and Pixie. I'm really glad she got that short straw. And I took Eek, and I've been going, oh, she's not moving that well. She was prancing like a 2-year-old. So, gosh, there's some skid marks in this field already. You look at it and you go flipping heck. So, yeah, so that was what's been going on. Now, looks like Ken is here now, so I'm going to stop recording and I will report on how it goes, and I'll update you then. Hi, welcome back to my podcast. Ken has just left. And gosh, it's good news. Indy is the best he's ever seen her. He didn't actually have to do anything to her, so that's brilliant. And also, it's the first time Ken's ever left without having to book me in with Indy for a revisit. So we just need to see, he just wants to see her if I have any issues, which he said, well, I will pick up quite quickly. So I'm really, really pleased with that. He just said to me, I had never seen her as good as that. So I'm overjoyed. Iki, I was right, she was a little bit wrong on that right hand side. So he put that, but only fractionally. He said really not very much at all. Released it, and everything went pop, pop, pop. So he's really chuffed with that as well. Again, don't need to see unless I think something is wrong. So I'm really pleased I picked that up. Really, really chuffed with myself. He's very pleased with Bally as well. Same thing for that week. He just said, I'll see you either later in the season if you have an issue, go out and enjoy your ponies, or I'll see you around October time if not, which is brilliant. So that, he just said, save money, enjoy it. And that is why you employ professionals that you trust, because it tells you the truth. And I'm really, really chuffed with that. So that is me. So he said, go on, enjoy yourself. So I'm really looking forward to our Saturday when we go out competing. Well, when we go out schooling first, and then on Sunday both Laura and I are going show jumping. As I said, Laura is going to do the clear round, as am I, and then she is going to do the next class, which is the 50 centimetres. So I think as the first show jump of the year, I think that for us two, I think that will be a really good thing to do. Now I can't find blueberries, so I'm now going to have to bellow to find the blueberry. Anyway, I will update you on how everything goes at the weekend. I've got a new karma coming for Indy, so just so that we don't get any silliness, which I'm looking forward to trying out. Was recommended to me, and we will see how that goes. So I'm not really sure it's Indy that needs it. I think it's probably me that needs it, and they do a human version, so I'm going to use that. And we will see how it all goes. I am the happy hacker with ambition. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button from your podcast provider. And I can't find blueberry. And I will keep you updated with how everything goes.